Rumors are running rampant that Apple is about to release a VR headset. The announcement is expected at the Worldwide Developer Conference on Monday, June 5th. I'm filming this on Saturday, June the 3rd. And what could this mean for metaverse, NFT, gaming, all these projects, all your degens out there like? Well, today we're going to dive into 11 projects that I'd like to keep an eye on, and some of these I may actually take a position in this weekend. We're going to go from high market cap to low market cap, so let's dive in. This first one is probably the least exciting of the bunch, but I think is worth a look. It's Internet Computer Protocol. I hate the name of this project, to be fair, but it is down 99% off its all-time highs. There is a lot of active development in this ecosystem. It's its own blockchain. They're building NFT projects, metaverse projects, gaming projects on this. So if the market begins to pump on the announcement on Monday, I would expect this one to be one of the first movers. And ApeCoin, let's get a little bit further down the market cap here. So now we're moving on to number 41. I think Internet Computer Protocol is number 30. Forgot to mention it there. But ApeCoin, number 41 on CoinMarketCap, I believe. And this is CoinGecko charts here because I like the charts here better. But 88% off its all-time high. There's a lot of gaming and metaverse types of stuff here. NFT integration here too. A lot of you are familiar with CryptoPunks or Bored Ape Yacht Club. The Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem will use the ApeCoin heavily, as I believe some of these other Yuga Labs NFT projects will. These are all projects by Yuga Labs. And Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the more recognizable ones out there in the community. Let's take a look at if you were in the market for a Bored Ape. It's a little bit steep for me, but the floor price has come down considerably. And we'll look at a few NFTs today where that tends to be the case. So if you're wanting to pick up an NFT as opposed to the ape, the ape coin, which I think both should pump, but ape coin I think is more approachable for most of us out there. But yeah, this could be a good buy zone. Looks like it's starting to maybe bottom out on that floor price right around 45 feet. That's kind of a lot still. MeBits, which is another Yuga Labs project, is probably the more approachable one for most of you out there. It's still pretty expensive, coming down, from a high floor price of around 60. That's sitting at just under 2 Ethereum right now for the floor price there. Could be worth a look. And ApeCoin, just a quick look at their socials, 385,000 followers. Definitely a very engaged project. One thing I do want to mention is there's a partnership between Animoca Brands, which is another just huge ecosystem, and ApeCoin. So Yuga Labs, you can play this game, Benji Bananas, which is actually by Animoca Brands. You can earn Primate and you can exchange into ApeCoin from there. It's a pretty interesting partnership. It does require an NFT for that play to earn, and that Benji Bananas membership pass has come down in price from its floor price of almost 0.09 ETH last year to sitting at 0.029, so almost 0.03. It's come down considerably, so I think it's around 60 bucks right now, US dollars. If you wanted to get that membership pass and play Benji Bananas to earn Primate to exchange into ApeCoin, and ApeCoin may just pump on its own. So, Sandbox. Here we're going to talk about an actual metaverse platform, and the Sand token is a big part of this ecosystem. One of the more interesting plays in Sandbox, aside from just holding the token and potentially making money on it, I think you can even stake it as well. You can double check me on that. A lot of these tokens you should check and see if you can stake them. Always worth a look. Sandbox, you can buy land in the form of NFTs in the Sandbox ecosystem, and the land has come down in price considerably over the last year from a floor price of over 1 Ethereum to just under half an Ethereum today. So I do think we'll be seeing a lot of these metaverse projects run. I know a lot of you believe the same, scooping up a plot or two in Sandbox. Again, not financial advice, nothing on this channel is, but certainly something that's getting more and more appealing as that floor price has come down and Ethereum's been a little cheaper than I expect it will be in by this point next year. So certainly something I'm looking at. Decentraland, the call ticker is man. Again, 91% off its all-time highs. Most of these are 80, high 80 to low 90s off their all-time highs. This project is, we're getting, around the 50 area, 54 market cap. So, we're getting further in, into what's going to become some more lower cap plays. This is another ecosystem where you can look at land as a play as well. Their socials, they've got, plenty of following on the socials there, so we're feeling good about that social engagement. Um, and here's the floor price of land in Decentraland. And you can see this has been on a downward trend as well. Once this bull run gets going, I think, we'll be bottoming out here and working our way back up. But it was over 2 Ethereum floor price. And yeah, we're about a half Ethereum now today. So again, that could be something worth scooping up. Not financial advice, but certainly something I'm willing to take a look at now that it's getting more appealing on price. Axie Infinity. Um, and this is an interesting, play to earn game too. It's been very popular in the past. Another one that's had Animoca Brands as investor. There's just so much Animoca Brands all over a lot of this stuff. And when we get into some lower cap projects, that's going to be a talking point because Animoca Brands tends to invest in projects that do well. So there's some lower cap ones coming near the end of this video you're going to want to catch. But this one's about 95, 96% off its all-time high. Could be a good buy and hold. Most of these I think could play out well long term or short term if we get a short term pump off the Apple News. Here's a look at the game. We won't spend too much time on this page, but it does appear to have some play to earn elements to it. Their socials are just under 1 million there, so they're doing quite well on their socials. And let's move along. Immutable X, IMX. And this one is an NFT gaming play as well. You've got Gods Unchained in this ecosystem for some play to earn. 90, almost 92% off its all-time high. I believe you can probably stake this. Definitely worth checking if you can. I think this one could be a good mover on the news as well. Probably also a good long-term or short-term hold depending on what your time frame is. Um, and here's their page. Again, Gods Unchained is part of their ecosystem. That's been a pretty popular play to earn game as well. I think with that Gods Unchained, yeah, it's I've never played it myself, but I hear that it's been a good play to earn uh, game to check out. So maybe I'll get some time to check it out. Gala. Now Gala is a project that I personally am extremely bullish on. It's an ecosystem, like a gaming ecosystem. There's a lot of interesting games and partnerships with Gala. They also have Gala Music, which uses the same Gala token, and I was at an event where Gala Music was there, and I'm just really impressed with the leadership and the artists that they're bringing in. Hugely bullish on anything Gala, 96% off its all-time high. Definitely going to be a hold for me. I'm going to be personally getting into some Gala. I love this project. Um, and I'd like to take a look at, yeah, this is their webpage. They've got some interesting partnerships here, though. Partnering with major exchanges, you can see on the page here. They've got partnership with AMC and some Walking Dead IP. So the Walking Dead's a solid title to bring into an ecosystem. That's one of the things that's been holding blockchain gaming back, in my opinion. It's just major titles, right? So that partnership I think will help. Another thing that's been holding the blockchain gaming back is partnering up with a major platform where people already are instead of trying to bring people to the blockchain ecosystem to consume your games. If you could get your game on, let's say something big, like Epic, where Fortnite sits. Oh wait, they've done that. They've got Grit out there on Epic, so that Epic partnership I think is huge for Gala Games. I think this project is extremely undervalued, and I'll be looking to average into this along the way. Illuvium ILV is another play to earn game in a way. I don't think it's a play where you're like gathering tokens for playing like potentially that bananas game that we were talking about earlier. But I think you can collect in-game assets and sell and trade them into potentially even into dollars. So I think that this could be an interesting play as well. I know you can stake this token, so this token should see some upward price action. It's 97% off its all-time high. And if the markets move on that Apple News, I expect this one would move quite well. Probably worth staking a little bit too. Here's their webpage, and they've got some interesting partnerships as well. Looking here, they actually partner with Immutable, who we talked about a couple of projects ago. And yeah, it's just a great one to check out. Certainly one I'm interested in. Blocktopia. Now, this one is intriguing to me. We're getting lower in market cap here. They don't have a number for this on CoinGecko, but on CoinMarketCap, they have this at number 468. It's a VR powered 21 level, skyscraper thing. It's like a metaverse play. You will be able to own, uh, land or sections within that tower. So I think that's an interesting play. Animoca Brands shows up here as a major investor for Blocktopia. Usually, when Animoca Brands is involved, things go pretty well. So I'm not too concerned about this project. And at number 468, you're getting way into the degen weeds where you can get some small caps that can move pretty well. So this one could be pretty volatile, and if Apple moves to the upside, we could get some pretty explosive moves to the upside here. Not financial advice, but certainly one I'm checking out. You can see they've got a lot of followers, almost as many followers as we've seen, with major projects like, gosh, I think Galagains or Axie Infinity, some of these other ones. I mean, yeah, this one has, ApeCoin. Yeah, that's the one I was going to compare it to. It's almost as many followers as ApeCoin, which I thought was pretty remarkable for such a small cap project. I think ApeCoin was at 385 or something. This is at 340. So, correction on the first two I mentioned there, but it's ApeCoin. Anyway, this is built on Polygon, so we'll be avoiding those fees. And um, one thing here is it's another earn play, so you can play to earn out here, and there's several ways to do that. A lot of these are described here. I assume you guys can read. So I'll just keep scrolling. They've got some interesting partners, though. Again, Animoca Brands pops up here, built on Polygon. I am bullish on this project. I'm going to be checking it out. And let's move right along. Oh, I think actually I forgot to mention too on Blacktopia, you can, yeah, buy land there. Oh yeah, I did mention that. Okay, good. All right. So Minium Space Cubes. I think that's how you say that. Ticker's Cube. Getting even further into the low cap weeds. This is in the 700s. It's a blockchain VR play. There will be, land available here as well. 96% off its all-time high. And this is the website. We've got Oculus and Steam involved here. So again, getting that exposure to somewhere where players already are, like the Steam platform, getting a device, hardware support of something that players already use, like Oculus. A couple reasons why I like this project, a couple reasons why it's on the list, and being such a low cap, it does have the potential to make bigger moves to the upside or the downside. So if the price goes up based on the Apple News, I think this one could go up farther than some of the others. And the the land here, I don't know what to make of this chart, but it's not a consistent trend clearly. But you can get land here, and it may be an interesting play in the long run if this project does well. I was not seeing the same, kind of investors that I saw, like Animoca Brands or some of the others, but um, this one still strikes me as interesting because of the Steam exposure and because of the Oculus. So I think those are a couple of very big considerations in that project. They are a little light in the socials with 37, almost 38K followers. So, they don't have quite that same level of social engagement that like a Blocktopia has. They are definitely a smaller project. Speaking of smaller projects, let's go right to the ultimate degen play on this list. We have Eartha, and this one's really interesting. It's a futuristic metaverse, NFT play where I think you can actually buy NFT plots, hexagonal shapes on basically this futuristic Earth. It sounds like a pretty interesting project. It's way low on the market cap, 1,700 on market cap, so it's tiny. But yeah, it's definitely worth a look at. 99% off its all-time high. Definitely a more risky play for sure. But I know there's some degens out there that will look into it. You can get land here. Not a lot of price history on the land at this point, so I won't go into any charts there. There's socials. Interesting though. You'll see a little bit of an uptick on the socials from Sominium, so a much smaller market cap, but with a larger social engagement. is one of the reasons this project made my list. It's an extremely small market cap, but the community looks like it's engaged. We're getting regular tweets from the team as recently as 11 hours ago as the filming of this video. And I believe there's going to be land plays. So if you're looking for the extremely low cap play on this list, this would be the one, and it definitely has the most potential to move. So here's the list, top to bottom, of everything we talked about today. Animoca Brands is very involved with a lot of these projects, and at some point I'll do a little bit more of a deep dive into Animoca Brands, but you'll just be amazed at how many things they have their their involvement with, from an investor or partnership standpoint. So, when I saw like Blocktopia, that block project involved with Animoca Brands and at such a low market cap, that's one that really interested me as well. But yeah, this list top to bottom, probably these are all, more volatile than your, top 10, where you see things like Ethereum and, Cardano potentially, Binance Smart Chain, things like that. These are a little bit more risky, but, they're all metaverse or augmented reality or virtual reality or NFT gaming ecosystem types of projects. And should this get momentum with the Apple announcement, I think this is going to be absolutely huge for all of the projects on this list. Not financial advice, but do what you will with this information. And that should just about wrap it up for today. So again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by Modern Moneymakers. My name's Jeremy. If you have any projects I left off the list that you think should be on this list, drop those in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I'm looking at all these projects this weekend and looking to take some positions before Monday. Thanks again for stopping by.